Hello, welcome, and thank you for being here. I honor you for taking the time, for making the time for your own self-care. My name is Sharon Whitefawn, and today's session we will be combining mindfulness, meditation, and movement. And all of this to help us explore how we can create peace within no matter what's happening in the world around us, no matter what's happening at work, no matter what's happening in our communities or in the world. It is not selfish to make time for self-care and to disconnect from all of those distractions here and now for the moment. It's the way that we can better deal with stress and struggles and chaos. So I'll use the word chaos today to mean whether it's mental chaos and you're flooded with worrying about people that you know, love, care, and work with and work for, or chaos to describe what is legitimately happening in your world, in the world, in your workplace, in your family, in your home. So we're going to begin by sitting in a chair. You can sit on the floor. Yes, there will be some yoga involved in this, but today we're going to do mostly everything on the chair. I want this to be wonderful for everybody, no matter your age, no matter your body size or type, no matter your gender, no matter your circumstances. There's a chair somewhere in your vicinity, so you don't need that much space externally. But we're going to create a lot of space internally, a lot of space for that inner peace that we deserve and that we need. We need to be calm so that we can respond to chaos, whether it's internal or external. We need to find and cultivate the peace within, the space within, to open and to release. This will increase your immune system. It will boost your immunities. This will decrease your stress. Practicing like this is helpful for your sleep, for quality rest, okay? And there's nothing in this world, no matter how much somebody wants to market, a quick fix, a pill, or a fast solution. Our self-care, our health is a lifelong practice. It's a beautiful, wonderful gift that we can give to ourselves continually, every day, regardless of what's happening, even if it's just 1 minute. But today we're going to take more like 50 minutes to really practice creating peace in the midst of chaos. So I invite you to close your eyes. And if you're sitting on a chair and your back is strong and you want to scoot forward and to strengthen your core even more so, you can do that. If you have some back concerns and issues and you've been, whatever is going on for you in your life, whether you are a bus driver or a teacher or a nurse or a therapist or doing secretarial work, an administrative person, regardless of your career, it's important to do this for every body, for every mind. So maybe sitting back on the chair is better for you, to lean back and rest your spine. That would be fine. Maybe you prefer to sit up. Maybe you prefer to sit on the floor. It's okay. Maybe you prefer to lie down. That's okay too. There's no have-tos or should-bes. Okay, this is about you creating inner peace in spite of the chaos. So I honor you for being here. Again, my name is Sharon Whitefawn. I'm with Whitefawn Wellness, and I'm so happy that you're here giving yourself this gift. So however you're comfortable sitting or lying down, just please close your eyes and relax. I'm giving you permission to relax, finally, once and for all. So do close your mouth as best you can, because we want for this breath work to be in and out through the nostrils. Unless that's super uncomfortable for you, then absolutely breathe through your mouth. But we're trying to use the nostrils because that activates the parasympathetic nervous system, that activates rest and digest. It tells your body, it sends the signals and the messages through your nervous system to your brain that you're actually going to calm down and you're going to help your body and your brain calm down by breathing in and out through the nose. So however you're comfortable sitting or lying, close your eyes and just begin to breathe in. Take a breath, however it is. Don't worry about it. There's no have tos or should be's. This is all about you. So, breathing in. And breathe out. And do that a few more times, a few more cycles of your natural breath. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to make anything happen. Just observe what does happen while your eyes are closed and you're breathing in and out, preferably through the nose. And continue with this life-giving breath. And when you feel ready, begin to slow the breath. Slow down the inhalation. Slow down the exhalation. So continue with your slow inhales and exhales while your shoulders relax. Give permission to all the muscles of your face to also release. And if while you're sitting or lying you feel the urge to reposition or to move around, go ahead and do it. Nothing restrictive here. Let the belly expand, no restrictions there. Let your chest and your lungs open, flowing with the breath, just naturally. Let your jaw relax. Neck and shoulders start to release their tensions. Go ahead and move around any way you need to, if you need to. Nice, easy breathing. Not controlling anything. Feel your spine, your middle back, upper back, lower back. See how much tightness you can release there. See how much relaxation you can bring into your back. And the belly remains soft. And you may notice that when you breathe in, the belly fills up almost like a balloon a little bit. And when you breathe out, it just returns to neutral. We're not forcing the belly to do anything. And see how much you can relax your hips right now. Observe some peacefulness in your arms, in your elbows, in all of your fingers. And watch that relaxation come into your thighs and into your knees. Imagine relaxation cascading down your legs, through your ankles, and to the tips of every toe. Breathing in, breathing out peace. Breathing in peace. And while we're offering this opportunity for the body to relax, offer the same opportunity to your mind, to your brain. Encourage it too to be peaceful. The brain is not given this opportunity very often, so it may get very busy. Oh, but what about this? And oh, I forgot that, and I should have done this. And all of these thoughts can easily flood in, and that's okay. It happens to all of us. It's okay. It's natural. But we are now training the brain and hopefully reconditioning it over time to say, wait a minute, let me just have this one breath of peace right here, mentally. So one of the things that I like to do is imagine the clear blue sky. So with your eyes closed and your body super relaxed and peaceful and calm, maybe you can image in your mind's eye a clear blue sky, or think about the clear blue sky. And while you're doing that, it's likely a thought would creep in. or more than one thought. And that's okay. That's the chaos of which I spoke. Oh, it's chaos. Oh, there's a cloud. So as these thoughts come in, you can imagine them as white, puffy clouds coming into your clear blue sky. And just watch that white, puffy cloud as it moves along out of view, and bring your primary focus back to observing the clear blue sky. Even though there are puffy clouds of chaos in our clear blue sky, we can train the brain and create new neural pathways that focus and predominantly stay imaged on the clear blue sky. Oh, and then another white puffy cloud of chaos may try to come in, and you can just look with your mind's eye and say, yes, I see a white puffy cloud. We don't have to get caught up in the drama and the thoughts of that white puffy cloud, of that particular chaotic thought or event or emotion. Breathing in, clear blue sky. Breathing out, clear blue sky. And the body remains relaxed and peaceful and calm. And the mind is creating peace, even if there's white puffy clouds. Watch the clouds come. Notice it. Yes, there's another cloud. And as you exhale, you could almost blow that cloud away. Like a gentle breeze, just sending it along its way. We don't need you right now. We're focusing on the clear blue sky of peace. And the forehead relaxes, and the eyebrows relax, and the neck and the throat release their holdings, and the shoulders drop down. The heart opens. Your loving energy expands. Your ability for self-compassion increases as all of the muscles of the back release. And perhaps more white puffy clouds of thoughts and emotions come into view, and that's okay. Watch them come and watch them go. Primary focus on the clarity of the clear blue mind. And if you find this difficult and or challenging, it's okay. Stay with it anyway. You're doing great. Keep up. Breathing into your relaxed belly, breathing out. Notice what else in your body you can relax. Observe where you might still be holding on to some tightness someplace. It's okay. Ask that tight spot, please relax. And observe whether it does or it doesn't. We're not forcing it. We're just offering the body and the mind an opportunity to be at peace in spite of what is happening in the world. And if you are lying down, roll your head from side to side, or perhaps choose to sit up at this point in time so that you have some space to lengthen your neck even more so and begin to circle it around. Circle your lengthened neck over, reach it back instead of collapsing it back. Just lengthen the neck as it extends towards the back. Keeping the neck lengthened as it goes to the sides. As it reaches forward, we'll resist the temptation to drop it to the chest. but keep that neck lengthened. Almost as if somebody has their hands on your ears and they're gently pulling your head from the trapezius, and then there's another set of hands maybe gently holding those shoulders down. While you move that lengthened neck around, you're still breathing in peace and breathing out peace. And then we're just going to change direction. And while you're doing this, more puffy clouds of thought and emotion could pop up into your mind's eye. Oh, my neck is making noises. And we could get caught into the drama of the noise. Oh, why am I so tight? And then we can get caught up in the story of our tension. But we're not going to do that. We'll just continually bring our awareness back to the clear blue sky, to the clear blue mind of peace and relaxation that you so very much deserve, and that your body and mind have been waiting for so long. Beautiful work, everybody. Bring your head back to center and then just start to roll those shoulders around. Make big giant circles, and if that hurts, then make little tiny circles. We're just moving stagnation. We're moving the stuff that we carry on us so much through the days, and even as we sleep. Often we're carrying other people, other situations, other events, our own worries and stresses about whatever it is we're stressed and worried about. Give yourself permission to take off the backpack of worry right now. Go ahead and just roll those shoulders. Add the breath. Remember that slow, calming, peaceful breath. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we're going to change direction. Breathing into that softened belly. And the next time your shoulders are down from your ears, we're going to leave them down and let one hand just dangle down from your chair. Extend the other arm up. It doesn't matter which side. We'll do both sides. But with the one that's up, with the arm that's reaching up, extend a little farther if you can. And the one that's reaching down, lean over a little bit. Not too much, obviously. We don't need to be falling out of these chairs. But just to really feel the side body opening here. Relax the shoulder. When the arm goes up, sometimes the neck wants to do this, but we just relaxed the neck. Let's keep that peaceful. Extending the ribs more so upward away from the hip bones. Press your sit bones into the surface that you're sitting on. One arm extending up, side body opening, the other arm reaching down. Now stay here and find the peace in this pose. Relax the jaw, the forehead, the hips, the back, the brain. And then beautiful, coming up center, we're switching sides. Bring that other arm up now, not the shoulder. We'll try to keep that down, maintain that nice long neck. And extend the ribs up away from the hip bone while the other arm reaches lovingly down towards the earth. One more breath of peace. Bring it in. Breathe it out. Very nice. You're doing a great job. Bring those hands down. And then if you are sitting on a chair, I recommend scooting from the back of the chair a little bit. Give yourself some space there so that you can start to move your rib cage around in a nice big circle. And in so doing, loosening up the back, loosening up the hips, keeping those shoulders relaxed. Now make this fun. Go ahead and make it fun. Make it feel good. If big giant circles feel better for you, then do big giant circles. If little tiny ones are better for your back and your hips, then do little tiny ones. I like to start off small personally, and then I do it more like a spiral, so each one of my circles gets larger and larger. So I start off small, just kind of checking the muscles, making sure the hips and the bones and the spine's okay with it. And then I start to expand a little farther, each circle perhaps larger than the last one. But ultimately, you're always listening to your body. This is a great opportunity to really connect the mind to the body. In our lives and in yoga, often, people think, well, I have to do it this way, or the instructor looks like this, so I have to look like that, or somebody else in the class is doing this, so I have to do that. My best advice there is stop it. Don't do that. Yeah, just honor your body. I close my eyes in yoga often because I don't want to see anybody else. This isn't about anybody else. This is about you. My yoga practice is about me. So anyway, we're going to change direction now. And again, if you want to start off small, going the other way. And you can just let your sit bones rock however they do on the chair. If a butt cheek comes up, that's okay. Good. Just keep on going, breathing, breathing. Remember that easy, soft belly breath. Notice what happens in your hips without getting caught up in the story of your hips or the drama or the chaos. Let everything stay peaceful, calm, and relaxed as you move the ribs around in the circle that's the right size for your body today. Very nice. And then we're going to come up and sit up nice and tall with your hands on your knees or your thighs or wherever it's comfortable for you to grip. Press your belly way forward. Maybe don't lift the chin so much. Keep your belly forward though. Keeping the chin a little more parallel with the floor. If it goes up, it goes up. No worries. And on the exhale, round your spine all the way. Now, if your backbone is bumping into the back of your chair, you might want to turn sideways on it. Do what you have to do so you can get this full range of motion. Belly going forward, and then the spine reaching back. Now, when the belly goes forward, let's inhale. When the spine reaches back, let's breathe out. Breathing in, breathing out. And just like the circles, you're going to go as far forward as your body is agreeing that it's okay to do so. Sweet. All right, so we're gonna come back to center. If you twisted on your chair, I'm coming back to center. Take one of your arms out, it doesn't matter which one, and take the other one under it. I'm gonna try to get my elbows to elbows so that when I bend, we're really gonna separate those shoulder blades. It's an area where a lot of us hold on to a lot of tension. So for some of us today, it might be just that you hold your elbow and bring it a little bit across the body and feel all of this in the back opening, the back of the shoulder, but we're gonna try not to slouch when we do it. So maybe you're gonna bring the arm across, maybe you can get your arms a little bit like this, or maybe you can really stack those elbows and wind the forearms. But mostly what you're doing is what's right for your body. So wherever you are, drop those shoulders down, whatever position your arms are in that you've chosen is the right place for your body. Drop the elbows down, lift your chest, lengthen your spine, and breathe space between your shoulder blades. Breathe peace into the space between your shoulder blades. Don't pull, don't yank, don't force. We are rewiring the brain to more readily receive peace. Nice, and then unwind your arms. You're doing great. I'm really proud of you for being here today. Thank you so much for doing this with me. So I just put the other one on top and rewound, dropping the shoulders, lifting the chest, and again, checking in to the upper back, between the shoulder blades, breathing peace. One more peaceful, loving, respectful breath. Excellent, excellent. Okay, unwind those arms, and again, we're gonna roll those shoulders, let some of that energy flow. And what happens when we get stressed out, when we carry a lot of tension, for many of us, we start to hunch over, and then our chest gets tight, and then our heart energetically our loving, compassionate heart gets closed off. So let's consider opening this for a moment. Just very, very gently lift your chest and send the shoulders back now. And for some of us, we might be able to interlace the fingers behind the back, or maybe you can clasp at your wrists or your forearms, and you might be flexible enough to hold on at your elbows. Either way, you're just really looking to lift and open the chest muscles, stretching the pectoral muscles, but mentally, emotionally, even spiritually, opening up your loving heart. And this is your self-love now. Sometimes we're really good at loving others and we neglect to love ourselves. So we're going to love ourselves right now with this next breath. Breathe in self-love. Even if it seems a little weird to you right now, it's okay. I notice it's a practice that many people don't partake in, so I honor you for practicing self-love with me right now. Don't yank on anything. Let everything soften. Your lower back, if you feel like it's arching, let it go. Relax. Wiggle around until it moves, okay? Until that tension moves along. And imagine your heart center opening more and more with every peaceful breath. And as you exhale, you could think about just gently blowing away any chaos of the heart. Making more and more space for peaceful energy in your heart center. One more self-loving breath. Into your softened belly. Breathing out, letting go any tightness, any stress, release it, unwind those arms, maybe shake them out a little bit. Good, good, good. Get loose and floppy. Let that energy flow. Good. And then if you wanted to lean back on the chair, draw one knee into your chest. It doesn't matter which one. Draw, and then just kind of move it a little bit. We're going to loosen up that hip. Maybe you're one who sits predominantly through the day. So we'll start to loosen up that hip, that lower back. And if the back of your chair is interfering with your stretch, just scooch away from it. You might get a larger range of motion without being restricted by the backing of your chair. But either way, it's all good. This is all about you doing you in peace and love. Nice. And then if you can, just kind of put your hands behind your leg and let your arms hold that leg. So we're not holding up, creating tightness. We're dropping down, dropping down, dropping down. And I want you to get that ankle moving around. Move it any old way. Circle it in one direction a few times, the other direction a few times. Do this somewhat energetically, please. Point and flex. Good, good. Nice. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other one. Hold on to the knee first and just start to move that hip. Side to side, up and down, around. Just really explore what's happening in your hip right now. What's happening in your lower back? What crept in there today or over the past week? Good. Loosen that all up. Bring it in a little bit if you can, if that feels good. Remember, none of this should be painful. All of this is done in a very peaceful, loving manner. And then again, I like to interlace my fingers. I feel like it's just easier for me to hold on to my leg this way. And then just drop the leg down into your hands and then just start working with that ankle. Oh yeah, give it a little energy. Circle it here, circle it there, point and flex. And then we're gonna rest both feet on the floor. And then just, I don't want you to stomp, but just like gently tap the bottoms of your feet and do it somewhat enthusiastically, I'll say. We are waking up the bottoms of the feet. There's a lot of stimulation points on the bottom of the feet. All the meridians end at the bottom of the feet. Lots of systems and organs, nerve endings end there at the bottoms of the feet. So we're stimulating vitality and health through the whole body just by doing this gentle, not stomping, not forceful. More like just tapping, almost like you're clapping. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, great. Now I know this might not be great for everybody. Some of us will just be crossing our ankles and leaning forward a little bit. Some of us might be able to put this across the knees and lean forward a little bit. And some of us might be able to actually let the ankle rest above the thigh there. I'll scooch forward so maybe it's, and then lean forward. So you're just finding the leg and the foot position that feels right for your body. And as you lean forward slowly, please go slowly, you're breathing into any of the parts of the body that you're noticing are like tightening up along the way, or maybe it's been tight for a while. You just want to take some breaths. That's all. Peaceful. So the tightness in the body is another thing that we could consider chaos. Breathe out that tightness. Find peacefulness in the chaos. Breathing, softening, relaxing, releasing from the forehead down to the toes, from the brain to the nerve endings at the bottoms of your feet. Breathing peace. You could even drop your head down heavy like a rock and get a little extra stretch in the back of your neck there. Breathing, breathing. Releasing. Thinking and feeling peace. So we're going to roll up here. Use your stomach muscles. They're going to help. Roll up, and then we're going to switch legs. Actually, before you switch legs, stop for a moment and then just notice if your left hip and your right hip feel the same or different. This is to increase our self-awareness and our mind-body connection. So observe. Great work. And then we're going to cross the ankle again, or cross at the knees, or make it's almost like a number 4 here with the legs. Whatever's right for you. Slowly moving forward. Breathing in, breathing out. Relaxing as you go. Moving slowly, mindfully, meditatively. And just like in that meditation we did in the beginning, while you're doing this, white puffy clouds of thought, emotion, chaos might start creeping in, and that's okay. Just observe it. Oh, I'm noticing I'm getting caught up in the story of what I have to do later, or what happened earlier. White puffy cloud. Oh, I see it. Breathe it along and return to the image and the thoughts of a clear blue sky. You could drop the head down heavy like a rock. And wherever it is that you're going in that stretch, you're knowing that it's right and perfect for you. So now we're going to unwind these legs and just sit for a moment and breathe. Relax. Come back to that mindfulness meditation. Even as I sit, I am at peace. Being still seems to be the one thing that most people have a difficult time with. So if you're struggling with stillness, it's okay, you're not alone. We're so used to being busy and go, and do this and that thing, and this thing happened, and now I gotta go here, and all this craziness that's in our lives. It's okay if sitting still is a struggle for you, but over time, hopefully you will learn to appreciate it mentally and physically. But also, it's really important. This is where your nervous system gets to calm down. This is where your mind gets to be at peace, even if it's just for one moment. So, we are going to stand up and start moving the hips in a bigger way, I'll say. How's that? So, as much as you can, move your hips around any direction, it doesn't matter. Soften your knees a little bit. We want to take tightness out of the knees. While you're moving around like this, relax your shoulders. Breathe. Remember the clear blue sky. And again, thoughts can creep in. Oh, my legs. Oh, my knees. Oh, my back. Oh, this thing, oh, that person. White puffy clouds, white puffy clouds. Return to the clear blue sky and a peaceful breath. So let's go ahead and change direction. Go ahead and move it around the other way. Maybe you'll notice other things, different body parts speaking to you. Ultimately, they're probably saying, thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for helping me to relax and release. And similar that we did when we were sitting, where we went a side bend, we're going to do that again. And this will give us the opportunity to really press this hip out. If that hip can go out farther, I like to bring this bottom arm up, and I use it for a little bit of leverage to help me with my side bend. But maybe you want to have your hand on the hip, or maybe you just want to dangle it, or maybe this hand up here is getting, I don't know, maybe your shoulder's bothering you. We all have stuff. Any given day, anything could be talking to us. So it might be best for you to have both arms down. Ultimately, you're discovering what is right for you while you practice self-love and creating peace within in spite of the chaos. Breathing in, breathing out. And then come back to center. Breathe in. Soften the belly. Breathe out. Other side. And breath by breath, let go more and more. Whatever that means to you. Let go mentally more and more into the peacefulness. Let go physically more and more into the openness of a gentle, loving stretch. Remember to keep those soft knees. If you tighten them or you lock them up, you're just creating more tension. Soften the knees, soften the hips, soften the shoulders, soften the jaw, soften the brain. And back to center, breathing in. And then we're going to just take a swan dive down. And again, bend the knees if you have to. Tighten your tummy a lot because that's going to support your back. Nice little forward bend, and then just come right back up. Now, if you come down into a forward bend and your hands come to your thighs, that's perfect for you. Inhale up. If you come down and your hands go to the knees, then that's perfect for you. Inhale up. I am trying to keep my knees a little bit soft, not bent, but certainly not locked and straight. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll move back a little bit. So there's a difference between straight, locked out, hyperextended knee joints. We never want to do that. And we also don't want to have super bent knees right here, but a little softness in the knees is good. And so we'll swan dive down. However far down you go, you go. Inhale up. Make sure that you include your strong stomach muscles. Pull that belly button in a little bit. Good. Inhale up. And exhale down. And we're going to come up one more time and stay up. And then just place your hands to your lower back. Place your hands to your lower back. Bend the knees significantly now. And just send those hip bones forward a little bit. You'll start to feel things in the front of the body open up. You'll start to feel things in the back of the body tighten up. The buttocks, the lower back, the hamstrings. And all of that is good. Unless it's painful, then it's not. So stop it. If it's painful, stop what you're doing and modify and adjust. This is an important lesson in yoga. It's an important lesson in life. If something is causing you pain, stop. A little bit of discomfort is okay. That helps us grow and expand in our capacity for all kinds of things. Just like students in school are challenged and out of their comfort zone when they're learning new material. Same is true with our bodies and with our minds. As adults, it never stops. Hopefully it never stops. My goal is to keep growing and challenging myself. But if you're in pain in yoga or in life, you need to stop, readjust, modify. Sometimes it's helpful to walk away for the moment. Nice, and then we're gonna come up. And this time we're gonna slide the hands down our straight, strong legs. Don't hyperextend your knees. Come down, 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 until your body tells you to stop. So you're gonna find out where that is. For some of us, at the thighs, at the knees, it doesn't matter. What matters is that you're honoring your body and you're finding the peace. Even if the body's a little bit freaking out right now, you can just say, it's okay, it's just a gentle stretch. So however far down you go, you go. But wherever you are, breathe peace. You could drop your head heavy like a rock and move the head no. Let go of that tightness. We're saying no to negativity. And then yes, shake your head yes. Yes to positivity. Yes to peace. Relax your shoulders wherever you are. And go deeper into this opening of the back body. Breathing in. Breathing out. And let's all bend our knees significantly. Tighten up your stomach as you roll yourself up. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Very nice. All right, well, we have this chair here. Hold on to it unless your balance is such that you don't need to hold on to it. But if you have it and you want to just lightly rest your hand, we're not going to lean into the chair and give it all of our body weight. We're just going to lightly rest. And then maybe you can just grab hold of your pant leg, or maybe you can grab hold of that ankle. But ultimately, we're looking to stretch and open the front of the thigh, the hip flexor, and the heart. So play around with it. You know, if you're new to this, it could be challenging. If you're not new to this and you've been doing this for a while, go ahead into full-on dancer pose. Whatever you like. If that's really challenging for you, you could use your chair in another manner and just, here, let me see. Just rest your foot on it. Maybe this way because you can still hold. But you're going to press the hip bone forward. Can you see that? So you're opening up the thigh regardless. So there's lots of ways to do that. Sitting all day tightens up the iliopsoas, and we want to open that for optimal health, flexibility, liberation of that which binds you. So wherever you need to be, breathe. Breathe in peace. Maybe notice those white puffy clouds creeping in again, those thoughts, those emotions. And we're going to release all of this back down and switch. Do the other side. Just switch to the other side with or without your chair, however you like it. Whatever's right for you in this moment today. Release wherever you are right now. Release physical and mental tightness. Bring peace into what it is that you're doing. Breathing peace. And like I said, for those of you that have been doing yoga for a while, but nothing about this is forceful. You're continually honoring yourself every millimeter of movement in your journey in yoga and in life. So use the chair if you want to or need to. Don't if you don't want to or don't need to. And then we'll come back up and give those legs a good shake out. You're doing great. All right. So again, with the chair, this is a modified downward facing dog. So for those of you that are practicing yoga, you can do your downward facing dog in the traditional way. Again, opening the back body. And for those of us who are newer to the practice, your hands are going to come on the chair, but you're not going to drop your body weight down into the arms. You're going to just lightly rest your hands. Walk those feet back. See, the hands are just light. Walk your feet back until you get a nice stretch in your spine. Try to get your arms and your ears lined up so your head won't be up here unless, of course, you have high blood pressure or you find that you get dizzy when you drop your head down. Otherwise, get a good stretch. So if you're using the chair or not, either way, you're reaching your tailbone away from the fingers. We're drawing the abdomen up to support the back. Stay here and breathe peace. Breathe out peace. And then we're going to come back up. Maybe get a little closer to your chair if you need to. And again, don't put all your body weight on the floor, in the chair or on the floor really, because you can do this. We're doing cat-cow. So cat pose, we round the spine and tuck the chin and tuck the tailbone under. And then on cow pose, we drop the belly and we lift the chin and the tailbone. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades a little together too on cow pose. So let's exhale as we go to cat pose. And inhale as we go to cow. And again, the hands aren't heavy on the chair. And if you are on the floor doing it, the same thing. Your hands aren't heavy on the floor. Bring your attention to the core muscles moving. Bring your attention to the breath. So wherever you want to do your cat-cow, it's a very personal thing. Don't worry about anybody else. Your business is your business. Breathing out. Breathing in. And the next time in cat pose, we're going to hold it. Activate those strong stomach muscles and roll yourself up from there. All the way up. Great work. And then have a seat again. On the floor or on your chair. And then hands in prayer position. And just bring the opposite elbow to knee. So I'm bringing my right elbow to my left knee. And you could stay right there, or you could come beyond that knee and use it for a little leverage to get a low back twist. So this is chair pose, actually, and it can be done without a chair, where you would just squat down as if you're sitting on that chair and then twist. So you can do chair pose in or out of the chair. Breathe. So again, wherever you like to be. Oops. Breathe. Press your shoulders down from your ears. Breathe. And you know, if just having your elbow on the knee is too much, you could always just place the hands right here and twist, dropping the shoulders. Either way, it's a low back twist, and that's what we're going for. Many variations. Many ways to get there. And then we'll come center and we'll try it on the other side, shall we? Whether you're on the chair or not. Stay with it. You're doing wonderfully. Stay with it. Lengthen your neck. Press those shoulders down. Lengthen your spine. Breathe the heart open. One more breath of peace. Returning to center. Release those arms. Roll your shoulders once again. Great work. So let's sit back in that chair again, or on the floor, or lie down if that's your preferred place to be, for just a closing meditation, a mindfulness practice. So you can lean against the chair if you like, or not if you don't want to. Bring your awareness to the breath once again, and just the breath. Our busy lives, busy brains, and busy bodies may not be used to calm, peaceful energy. But I assure you, your nervous system craves it. I assure you, your immune system has been waiting for you to calm down. It's so busy working, and it just needs for you to be at peace so that it can really fully, optimally do its job. And the more you focus on this peacefulness coming into the body through the nose, the more you focus on peacefulness, the more you are creating neural pathways for receiving peace. Stay with it. The clear blue sky. Sometimes stillness is the most challenging thing of all. Continue with a few more soft belly breaths. And while you're doing that, scan your body. Start at the top of your head. See how much you can relax your scalp. See how much you can relax your ears. See how much peacefulness you can bring into the muscles of your face. Observe your neck and your throat becoming more and more peaceful and relaxed. Observe your loving heart opening more and more to self-compassion. Observe the muscles of your back calming down. Noticing those hips and those thighs, releasing their holdings. The arms, shoulders, elbows, wrists relaxing. Peacefulness coming into those legs, through your knees, down the shins and the calf muscles, into your ankles, all the way down to the tips of every toe, sending peaceful energy. Now, as you inhale, I want you to imagine, think about, and feel maybe even peacefulness energy coming from the feet all the way up to the top of the head. Maybe even a little beyond the top of your head. And as you exhale, sending that same peaceful energy just washing down through the body, all the way to the tips of the toes, and the inhale will draw that energy back up again. And the exhale will have it cascading down the body. And do that a few more times. Deep breaths, deep, calming, peaceful breaths, no matter what is happening anywhere else. It seems easy for us to tell people, and maybe even to tell ourselves when we're stressed out or when somebody is stressed out, just take a deep breath. And that's a great thing to say. But if you're not cultivating what happens with that piece or with that breath, so we're cultivating the strengthening the parasympathetic nervous system, strengthening the ability to actually relax in a breath or two or three. But in the height of emotionality, and we're stressed out, or we're angry, or we're frustrated, or we're sad, or there was a trauma, and then we tell somebody, just take a deep breath. Well, if we or they haven't been cultivating within how to, all the mechanisms that take place when we take a deep breath, then to just do that only when something chaotic is going on, it doesn't have the same potency, it doesn't have the same power. So it's really important to practice this relaxation and this deep breathing so your body's familiar with it. You know, when we're all stressed out, we're freaking out, and we take a deep breath, the body's still stressed out and freaking out, and you take 2 or 3 breaths and it's still freaking out because it doesn't have a point of reference. So when we practice this, we're giving our bodies that point of reference. We're giving the brain a point of reference, the nervous system a point of reference, the amygdala and the hippocampus and the neocortex a point of reference. Oh, this is what happens when we take a deep breath. So like anything else, of course, if we don't practice it, we're not going to be good at it. So yes, it's important to take a deep breath, or 2 or 3 or 10 when there's stressful events occurring. However, if we don't cultivate that, if we don't create the mind-body connection for that to be more powerful, so that when we call on it, when we need it in times of desperation, it's there. It's like, oh yes, my body knows. Oh yes, the deep breath, it's activating all of the systems, the nadis and the nodules and the neurons, to make that be more powerful, more potent, more effective. So, breathing in Breathing out. Practicing stillness so we have a point of reference in times of chaos. Coming back to that stillness. If we don't practice stillness, we have nothing to come back to. Thank you so much for being here and for practicing with me today, stillness and creating peace, finding peace in the midst of chaos. Peace, light, and love to you. Sat Nam. Namaste.